My name is Nancy Amert. I'm the director of the Trade Innovation Lab at CGI. It's actually a type of software protocol. Some people ask me this question, and I often explain to them the first thing to remember is that it is IT, and it is a type of software protocol. And what does that mean? It's actually an ability to take blocks of data and link them together, therefore think block, and then chain them to other blocks of data. And it gives an ability to think of a super data highway of the future. So the other thing that I often explain to people too is it's sort of like Google Docs, where you can actually use a spreadsheet and then share it with other people. And that essentially becomes the other concept that's important to get across too, along with blockchain, is distributed ledger technology. That means you've got this spreadsheet, if you will, in the cloud, this Google spreadsheet, if you will, on steroids, and then you're able to actually share that with other people, and in a non-centralized way, so you're able, if you will, pass it around the circle. And what that allows is a decentralized nature, and also the validation and the consensus mechanism that's actually built in as part of the protocol is truly unique to blockchain. And so one of the things, I just came across a statistic that there's over 15,000 fintechs, financial technical companies in the world, and that there's over $76 billion being invested into these fintechs, mostly startups. And so looking at these emerging technologies and this ingenuity and how to bring that to a corporate environment, whether it's our own CGI corporation or whether we're looking to bring it to a large corporate banking client, for instance, it's like, how do we blend those and how do we look to actually support each other along that journey? Because the large corporates, a lot of times it takes them time. It takes time to get everything through our processes, through our legal departments, to get our statements of work set up. Meanwhile, time is money for the fintech. They've got only so much time and so much runway, and they really need to have a profitable opportunity and something they can really dig into. So working within that is like the dynamic of how we make it easier for fintechs to work with us as large corporations so that we can work together to eventually really delight our corporate clients with solutions and ideas that they haven't ever seen before. So we can keep not only CGI on the frontier and on the, if you will, the bleeding edge of what's happening. We do that by working with these fintech companies and seeing how we can leverage their technology, their ingenuity, and really at the end it's using blockchain to delight our customers. You know, it's delighting and improving customer service is one big part of the ultimate goal. The other part of this too is like how we actually see that the people that are working in this field, there's so many smart people that are working in blockchain and emerging tech, and they're not necessarily in it just for the money. They're looking at it because this is just so many really smart people that just want to make the world a better place. And I think, in honesty, that's kind of what I get up every day. That's what I think. It's like, yep, in my own way, I'm helping to make the world a better place. Well, the first thing to remember is that the first commercial real use of blockchain was Bitcoin. So some people sometimes get those two things mixed up too, but the real first commercial use of this is truly Bitcoin. So we know that it's out there, it works, people have invested in it, it's probably one of the biggest asset situations in all of history. So along with that, we know that there's a lot of other companies that are building out these various platforms and then the applications that will sit on top of them. So I would say that 2017 set the stage. We've seen a lot of proof of concepts. A lot of groups have now gone sort of whisper quiet. And what that signals is that they're very quietly working and going to surprise us with where they are with either their pilots or they're going to actually really surprise us with commercial applications going into the new year.